So, the Google Pixel 2 has just come out, and its reviews have been awesome. Some have described it as more smart than flashy or elegant as Samsung or Apple's. But I am more interested in the camera, and what camera app works best for this camera. The specs of the Google Pixel 2 are to be expected in 2017. A Qualcomm Snapdragon 835, 4GB of RAM, a beautiful AMOLED display, especially on the XL, and a 12-megapixel front and back camera. But more importantly, the camera. This camera sensor is different. Google has described the sensor as dual pixels, meaning there is 2 pixels for every one. By doubling these pixels, the Pixel 2 can get even better blurry backgrounds, since it doesn't have 2 dual cameras, like the iPhone or the Note 8. This is an upgrade from the last generation, because the last generation only handled blurry information in software instead, so the camera is very good. More like extremely good. This camera scored a 98 on the DxOMark, which is kinda crazy, but the default camera app will not allow for manual controls. So to fix this, I found the perfect camera app for the Pixel 2, or just about any phone. It's Adobe Lightroom. Lightroom allows the camera to shoot basically in a RAW format. This isn't your average take your selfie app. It's more for professionals. These photos become a .dng file, which allows the camera to capture all the data rather than one single preset. After you take the picture, Lightroom will upload it to its library, where you can edit and collect your photos. You can adjust your exposure, contrast, highlights, etc. I know this might have just flown over your head, but let me go over my own workflow of editing Lightroom. So I'm going to go into the Lightroom app. Here's a photo from the Pixel 2 that I'm going to edit right here. It's me holding a camera. You can take photos in your normal camera app, but then you can upload it right to your Lightroom photos. So I'm going to edit this. What I usually do is I like to boost the contrast, which it already looks really good right now, but I'm going to boost the exposure a little bit, see what it looks like. Looks better, but I'm going to also boost the contrast. I really don't like a lot of highlights, so what I do is I tone down the highlights a little bit to make more of like a sunset shot, since right now I think this is basically took at 5 o'clock or evening shot. And I'm going to go up to my shadows and see if I can boost the shadows a little bit. For some reason, this photo was taking in like a shaded area, so I need to boost those up. Blacks probably need to come up a little bit because I want to boost the blacks a little bit. My face looks fine. I'm gonna go to my temperature to see what I can do to it. Right now it's set. I'm gonna set it auto, but I'm gonna set it as shots because it looks a bit cooler. I might change it. I can change the temperature right here. I think what was that right there is good. I'm gonna change the tint of it. I might just leave it. Try to do a little bluer shade, since you already see a lot of the like bright areas in the background, especially on the bushes. Now I can boost up my vibrance right here. That's good. Boost my saturation, but I don't want to do that too much because it will look more like a Samsung photo if you do that. So right now I'm going to go to my clarity or my effects, and boost the clarity up a little bit. See if I can sharpen my edges and dehaze the entire photo, because that will boost up the levels a little bit and give more of dynamic range to the actual photo. You can also add basically masks to the image, so I can add like a huge mask like right here and edit just this part, like any part right here. I can edit my details and put more clarity right there. I can feather it out also if I need to. So yeah, I just like only did that. So this is what I'm gonna check that, and I can also see my before and after by holding it like this, then after, before, after. All right, now I'm gonna show you how to export. You can go up to here to this little thing right here, hit that, and hit export. Export. You can export the original to get the original back, or you can save it to your device and call it a day and upload it to Instagram or Twitter or any of your social media apps. So to conclude, the Google Pixel 2 is a very good phone. I love how Google curated this version of Android to fit all of its functions. The design of the XL is amazing, especially the screen. But if you're looking for the phone with a good camera, the Google Pixel paired with Lightroom is the way to go. Thanks you guys for watching this video. Please sure to leave a like or comment if you like this type of video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Craig's come to the bandwagon. Craig, how are you gonna deal with this thing? Craig, what is the thing you're not supposed to do with your dongle?
Never ever plug your dongle into your charging port.
This new Pixel 2.
Let me see.
Looks really good.